There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.
Hello, everyone, and good Wednesday morning. The week is already slipping by. Hopefully you feel the same, coming off of hopefully what was a long holiday weekend for you. Seems like the week is going by quickly, which is always nice coming off of a holiday. However, we've been kind of chilly this week, and after a slight warm up into the teens and 20s yesterday, some 30s in central North Dakota, we are back to the cold today because of clear skies. We had high pressure slide in late last night and into today. That brings clear skies, but also has ushered in some colder air once again. So taking a look at our low temperatures this morning, we did drop into some single digits either side of zero. But take a look at Langdon, 11 below zero. That is actually one of the coldest in the country this morning, believe it or not. Temperatures actually dropped a couple of degrees after sunrise this morning. So yeah, a cold start to our day. Here's where we're at right now. We've warmed up a few degrees. We're now up to 2 below zero in Langdon, 1 below in Baudette, 1 below in Jamestown. The rest of the region is single digits above zero. 5 in Park Rapids, 5 Alexandria, 5 in Aberdeen. We're at 1 degree above zero in Fargo and Oaks, 4 degrees in Grand Forks, 0 in Thief River Falls, and Roseau as well. But it doesn't feel like it because it's a breezy day. We've got that wind becoming kind of increasingly breezy into the morning hours and early afternoon. So it feels like we're in the teens below zero. Langdon, Baudette, looking at you, feeling like 20s below zero at this time. Hopefully you're keeping warm on this cold Wednesday. You can see here on satellite and radar the clear skies that we have in place as a result of that high pressure. So we're seeing at least some sun, making it maybe look a little better outside. And the clear skies, along with the sun and the moon, has brought sights like this across the valley. This is a photo sent in by Craig at 5:30 this morning of moon dogs. You may have heard of sundogs, but did you know that you can also have moon dogs? Here's a sunrise sundog. Thank you to Celeste Stoll for sharing. When you see these, it's a beautiful sight, but it's another stark reminder that it's cold. So let's dive in quickly to what is a sundog. And meteorologist Lisa Green did post a video on this to your Valley News Live weather app as well if you want to go back and watch that. But sunlight is essentially refracted off of ice crystals, and that sunlight is then bent 22 degrees, yes, always 22 degrees, as it passes through that ice crystal before it reaches our eyes. The bending of the light makes it essentially an optical illusion that we see as sundogs. They're also known as rainbows by the sun or faithful dogs around the sun, because dogs are faithful, and these rainbows are always at 22 degrees on either side of the sun and follow the sun. So they will rise at 22 degrees either side of the sun as the sun moves as well. These are a beautiful sight that we actually see quite often here in the valley. And it's not only sundogs, also called a parhelion, but there are many other optics that we can see from time to time. Now, the sundog is the most common to see, along with the 22-degree halo. We sometimes see that in the winter season as well. The upper tangent is a little bit more rare, and sun pillars, we see those from time to time in our region. What is more rare is the circumzenithal arc, that upside down U shape that is up above the upper tangent arc, well above the sun, as you can see, and the supralateral arc. These are halos that are actually at 46 degrees around the sun in that halo. Kind of faint to see, but this picture does a great job of showing many of the different optics that we can see in the wintertime. So keep an eye out this season when we have clear skies and cold temperatures. Speaking of cold temperatures, let's take a look at what we can expect this afternoon. Single digits for our air temperatures. 3 in Belcourt, 4 Harvey, 5 New Rockford, 6 Lakota, 7 Grafton, 8 Grand Forks, but it's still going to feel like the teens below zero in many locations, low teens, and upper single digits. Northern Minnesota, single digit air temperatures, and wind chills more favored into those low to mid teens below zero. And in the Southern Valley, single digits to low teens below zero for wind chills, with air temperatures single digits above zero, along with a mostly sunny sky. Today is the one day of the forecast that we actually don't have snow in our forecast. We had some light snow showers move through yesterday. That was clipper number 1. Another round of snow, another clipper in this clipper train, brings areas of light snow tomorrow, a few more flakes on Friday. Another clipper brings additional areas of snow on Saturday, and then more bring snow chances, low chance for Sunday, better chances as we head into early next week too. So keep the shovel on standby, even though I don't think it'll amount to a lot of snow for all of us here in the region, with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a week's worth of daily snow chances. Even if your location only sees a couple of those, it could amount to a couple of inches of snow. But let's take a look at the forecast here. Starting Thursday morning, I guess that's tomorrow, isn't it? That high pressure that is currently in place is going to be, exiting. So we will start to see the high pressure move out, not before a cold morning though, and cloud cover move in. Here comes the clipper out of the north. It's going to bring snow chances generally across the northern Red River Valley and into some parts of northwestern Minnesota. A change from yesterday is that it keeps it slightly further north and doesn't have it dipping quite as far south into Lakes Country, but that could still wobble a little bit. This is only one forecast model we're looking at. Heading into Friday, this is now a cold front that sweeps through on the back end of that clipper, bringing a few light snow showers. By Friday evening, still seeing some lingering flakes, but then our next round is already on its heels. Saturday morning, expecting some snow, and a change with this model compared to what we were seeing yesterday is that this round has shifted a little bit further north, including a little bit more of the valley. However, still eyeing the heavier snowfall, these darker blues, to the south of our region. So again, we're going to watch that track as it's still expected to shift a little bit. Sunday, snow potential expected to be pretty quick moving and light. And then Monday, late morning, afternoon, here comes another round. Most areas are continuing to highlight the potential to see at least a little bit of light snow, as opposed to just the Northern Valley or just the Southern Valley. But then watch what happens Tuesday into Wednesday. This is the one we are eyeing for next week. Yesterday's forecast models, and then now again today, are hinting at the potential for a bit of a more robust, I don't know if that's quite the right word to use, but a stronger clipper moving out of Alberta, and with some warmer air in place, some areas near freezing, we are watching the opportunity for some wintry mix. You see those areas in green, I'm a little backwards here, that would highlight the potential for rain. The areas in pink, some wintry mix and some freezing rain, and then of course the blue is snow. And this same model was showing this same scenario yesterday as well, although it had this transition line a little further to the west and southwest. So this one wobbling as well. as to be expected. It's about a week out at this point, but something that has been a little bit more consistent that we are going to be keeping our eyes on for Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. Back to the cold. Let's look at temperatures tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning is going to be the coldest of the season that we have seen thus far. We're going to see high pressure still in place, so that's going to keep us clear and cold. Single digits below zero for most areas with our air temperature, and we're going to see wind chills in the 20s to near 30 below zero within the Central Valley and across northwestern Minnesota. A little bit more mild off to the west, because as that high pressure departs, a warm front moves in. So that's going to boost our temperatures for the afternoon. Teens and 20s above zero for air temperatures, but it's going to be breezy, so we still have to factor in that wind chill. It'll feel like single digits below zero in northwestern Minnesota for tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures continue to be up and down. We stay on the more mild side, relatively speaking, on Friday with a high of 24, but behind that cold front that brings those snow showers on Friday, we're cold again for Saturday, 3 in the morning, 11 in the afternoon. And on Saturday is the Holiday Lights Parade as well. So if you want to come to the parade, maybe get some candy for the kiddos, Valley News Live will be there handing out some candy for the kids. You'll want to bundle up, maybe bring some hot chocolate or some apple cider. It's going to be a fun time, but it is going to be on the cold side. Back down to 6 below zero on Sunday morning because more high pressure slides in. 9 in the afternoon, but then next week we start to warm up a little bit. We're close to that 29 degree mark on Tuesday, and the model run I was showing you for the snow and rain and mixed potential Tuesday also has temperatures a little bit warmer, a little closer to that freezing mark or just above. So we'll be watching the temperature carefully, because that is going to determine our precipitation type on Tuesday. Right now, we've got a forecast of 29, remaining in the 20s through much of next week. So there is a lot that we are watching over the next 7 days, whether it's the cold, whether it's the wind chill conditions, whether it's our snow chances. So stick with us as we continue to forecast and talk about this very wintry pattern that we remain in. But for now, all aboard the Clipper train. We'll see you later.